Hello viewers, welcome to UN College Digital Class. Today I am going to discuss about tree, which is a very popular data structure used in design and analysis of algorithm. We will discuss introduction to tree, different types of tree and traversal of tree. Let's start. A tree is a non-linear hierarchical data structure that consists of nodes connected by edges. Okay. We know that there are two different categories of data structures. One is linear and non-linear. Tree is non-linear type. Here I have represented a diagrammatic representation of tree. It consists of number of nodes and edges. The node consists of data and also address part. Here first of all we will discuss some terminology which are used in tree. The first one is node. A node is an entity that contains a key or value, or you may call it as data, and also pointer to its child node. Okay. Obviously it is just like the node of the linked list. The last node of each path are called as leaf node or external nodes that do not contain a link or pointer to the child node. The node having at least a child node is called as internal node. Also it may be called as parent node. Edge. Now we will discuss what is the meaning of edge. It is the link between any two nodes. When there are multiple nodes, those must be connected and the connection is called as edge. Here I have represented a diagrammatic way the edge and node. Okay, you may see it is clearly visible in the slide. Now we will discuss root, which is the most important concept of a tree from which we can perform number of different operations. We will discuss all those later. Let first define what is the meaning of root. It is the topmost node of a tree from which we may traverse a tree. Now we will discuss height of a node. What is the meaning of height of a node? The height of a node is the number of edges from the node to the deepest leaf, that is the longest path from the node to a leaf node. Here I have represented in a diagrammatic way. You can see that here I have mentioned what is the height or what is the depth of each node in a diagrammatic way. Here I have mentioned what is the degree of a node. The degree of a node is the total number of branches of that node. Forest. It is also a very popular concept. What is the meaning of forest? Forest meaning is that it is a collection of disjoint trees which may be termed as forest. Here I have represented the diagram of a forest. You can see that it consists of two different trees. It may consist of multiple trees. Now we will discuss type of trees. Tree can be categorized into number of categories. Those are binary tree, binary search tree, AVL tree and B tree. All these are very important concepts in tree related to data structure and design of analysis of algorithm. What is the meaning of a binary tree? Actually, in a tree, each node may contain multiple number of child, but if we will restrict it into up to two child only, it means that a binary tree is a tree data structure in which each parent node can have at most two children. It means that in case of binary tree, each node may contain one child, two children or 0. Here it is a diagrammatic representation of binary tree. Then we will discuss about binary search tree. Binary search tree is a data structure that quickly allows us to maintain a sorted list of number. In the previous class already I have discussed about binary search, and in the binary search we have used binary search tree. The same concept is used here. It is called as binary tree because each tree node has a maximum of two children, and it is called as a search tree because it can be used for searching. That's why. It is having some characteristics. What are those? All nodes of left subtree are less than the root node. It means that the values of each node of left subtree are less than the root node. Similarly, all the nodes values of right subtree are more than the root node. What is the meaning of value? Each node must contain a value key which may be called as value or data or key, whatever you may use the term. The next one is both subtree of each node are also BST, that is they have the above true properties. Now we will discuss about AVL tree. AVL tree is a self-balancing binary search tree in which each node maintains extra information called a balancing factor, whose value is either 1 or 0 or plus 1 or positive 1. Okay. AVL tree got its name after its inventor G. Adelson Velsky and Landes. Now we will discuss what is the meaning of balancing factor. Balancing factor of a node in an AVL tree is the difference between the height of the left subtree and that of the right subtree. Now I have mentioned the formula on the basis of which you can calculate the balancing factor. Balance factor equal to height of left subtree minus height of right subtree or height of right subtree minus height of left subtree, in this way, because it may be either minus 1 or 0 or plus 1. The self-balancing property of an AVL tree is maintained by the balance factor. The value of the balance factor should be minus 1, 0 or plus 1. An example of balanced AVL tree is this one. You may see here very clearly the root is 33, it contains 2 children 9 and 53, then 9 contains 2 children 8 and 21, 21 contains 1 children, that is 11. Okay. And in the right subtree 53 contains 1 child, that is 61. This is a proper or balanced tree which is called as AVL tree. Now we will discuss operation on an AVL tree. Various operations that can be performed on an AVL tree, those are rotating the subtree in an AVL tree. In rotation operation, the position of the node of a subtree are interchanged. There are two types of rotation, left rotation and right rotation. Now we will discuss the last one, which is very important one, that is B tree. B tree is a special type of self-balancing search tree in which each node can contain more than one key and can have more than 2 children. Okay. It is a special type of self-balancing tree. It is a generalized form of binary search tree. It is also known as height balanced MOS search tree. This is a diagrammatic representation of B tree. Here you can see that each node contains more than one data value or key value, and those follows the properties of also binary search tree and AVL tree. Now we will discuss B tree properties. First one is for each node X, the keys are sorted in increasing order. The second property is that in each node there is a Boolean value x dot leaf, which is true if x is a leaf. Then the next property is if n is the order of the tree, each internal node can contain at most n minus keys along with a pointer to each child. And the next one is each node except the root can have at most n children, at least n by 2 children. The last one is all leaves have the same depth, that is height of the tree. In this class, I have already discussed what is the meaning of tree, which is a non-linear data structure, and some terms which are associated with tree, just like root, node, height, etc. Age also. Here, I want to discuss once again what is the meaning of binary tree, BST, AVL and B tree, so that if you have any doubt, then that will be clear. All these are of the type of tree. Actually, there are also some other type of tree, but these are some basic type of tree which we will learn again and again in the next session. That's why you have to understood all these very clearly. That's why I am going to explain it. First of all, I am going to discuss about what is the meaning of binary tree. Suppose you are just constructing a tree in this manner, it is okay. Suppose the parent consists of 3 children, it's okay, it is tree, okay. If anyone will ask you, is it a tree? Yes, it is a tree. It is not a big issue, okay, it is not a problematic way, it is a tree. But it is not a binary tree. Why? Because in case of binary tree, each parent or each node can consist of up to maximum 2 children. Okay, this is binary tree, very simple one. You can use here another node also, you can use here another node also, it is okay, no problem. But one node cannot contain more than 2 children. This is the property of the first one, that is binary tree. Now we will discuss about BST. Already in the binary search I have discussed about BST, but still if you have any doubt you may clear here. Suppose the data are, if you want to construct any data structure, if you want to store any data, number of data, then you need data structure. It means that in order to construct a tree, we need some data. Suppose the data are 20, 10, 9, then 55, then 6. I am taking very small number of data here only for explaining what is the meaning of BST. Suppose you are creating a BST, then the first node 20 will come here as root or parent, then 10. When 10 is coming, as it is lesser than root value, so we will place 10 here. This is the property, less value left side, higher value right side. Then 9. Now we will compare 9 with this, 9 with this, and 9 will be placed here. Okay. Then 55. 55 is greater than 20. That's why 55 will be placed here. Then 6. Last one is 6. And 6 is lesser, lesser, lesser. So 6 will be placed here. This is about BST. I hope you have cleared on this. Now we will discuss about AVL. Very important one. I am just discussing the introductory part of all this, and in the next class we will discuss about AVL and B tree, which is very important one in design and analysis of algorithm. Here I am just showing one very simple example. Suppose you are constructing a tree which is AVL, and suppose the tree is looking like this: A, B, C, D, then E. Okay, it is a binary tree, okay, but it is not AVL. Why? Because the height is not balanced. Here the balancing factor is 1 or 0 or -1. Okay, how it is calculated? Suppose the tree consists of only this much, A, B, C. Okay, these leaves are at the same level, that's why it is balanced. The balancing factor of A is 0, the balancing factor of B is 0, the balancing factor of C is 0. It is totally balanced and it is a AVL tree. But suppose I am adding one node here. Then now we will calculate again the balancing factor. The balancing factor of D is 0, the balancing factor of B is 1, the balancing factor of C is as usual 0, the balancing factor of A is 1. Why? The balancing factor of D is 0. Why? Because it is not having any children, okay, and there is no leaf, it is at the same level, that's why it is 0. The balancing factor of B is 1. Why? Because it is having one extra node at the left side and it is not having any node at the right side. That's why the balancing factor of B is 1. The balancing factor of A is 1. Why? Because up to this much the level of the leaf is same, left child, right child, but it is having one extra node at the left subtree. That's why it is 1. Very simple. Then what is about -1? Suppose I will write or I will construct the tree slightly different, then it will be -1, it will be 0, it will be -1. Very simple, because we are adding extra node towards right and it is also correct proper AVL tree. Suppose I will add D at this point, then the balancing factor of C is 1, but the balancing factor of A is -1. Very simple. But if I will add one extra node here, then this one is not a AVL tree. We have to make it balanced, and in the next class we will discuss how we will make a imbalanced tree to a balanced AVL tree. Now I am going to discuss about B tree. Actually B tree is very popular and B tree is a, we may say that M-way search tree. How? In case of B tree, the node may consist of multiple, here I am using very simple example so that you can understand it, 20 and this one is 30, okay. And here suppose 10 and 12, here suppose, let me first complete this one, then I will explain, 29, then here 40, 49, okay. Now you can see that this is the parent, all these are leaf, okay, just I am not expanding anything. The node here, the node consists of 10 and 12 which is having lesser value than 20, it satisfies the properties of binary search tree. This node consists of 20 to 29 which is in between 20 and 30, it means that all these values are greater than 20 and less than 30, that is why this node is placed in between. This node consists of 40 and 49, it means that it is having higher value than 30. This is all about B tree which satisfy the property of both binary search tree and AVL. I hope you have cleared on the concept of what is the meaning of binary tree, binary search tree, AVL and B tree. But still if you have any doubt then please write to me in the comment box. But in the next class also we will discuss more and more on AVL and B tree. Now we will discuss traversing operation on tree. What is the meaning of traversing? Traversing a tree means visiting every node in the tree. There are number of different types of traversing. Those are in-order traversal, pre-order traversal and post-order traversal. What is the meaning of in-order traversal? In case of in-order traversal, first we will visit all nodes in the left subtree, then we will visit root node, then we will visit nodes in the right subtree. If we will represent the in a algorithm manner, then the algorithm may be written as in-order root left, display root data, in-order root right. Then we will discuss about pre-order traversal. In case of pre-order traversal, visit the root node, then we will visit all the nodes in the left subtree, then we will visit all the nodes in the right subtree. If we will represent in a diagram, in an algorithm way, then it may be represented as display root data, pre-order root left, pre-order root right. Then the last one is post-order traversal. Visit all the nodes in the left subtree, visit all the nodes in the right subtree, visit the root node. If we will represent in the algorithm format, then it will be post-order root left, post-order root right, display root data. Now I am going to discuss about the traversal of tree by using one example. Let's start. Let the tree consist of, tree is this type, okay. Tree node, tree root consists of 20, then 6, 9, then 21, 10 at the left part and at the right part 7 and 5. In case of in-order traversal, the logic is left, then root, then right, L, R dash R. If we are using in-order traversal, then traversal will be, we will start from 20, then we will move towards left as it is root, that's why again because it is the root of this tree 6, 21 and 10. If we will take this much, then this is also called as a root, that's why again we will move to this part, this is 21. Then we will move to again back to this point, this is 6, then we will go to this part, this now we will get output 10. Then we will move to this part, this is 20, then it means that the left part and root is complete. Now we will move towards the right. When we will move towards the right, now again we will move to 7, then we will get output 7, then we will go back and output is 9, then we will come here, output is 5. This is in case of in-order traversal. Now we will move towards pre-order traversal. What is the rule of pre-order traversal? Root, left, right. We will start from root, then left, then right. Here the root is 20, we will start traversing. Here the root is 20, first 20 will come. Then we will move towards left. Okay. When we will move towards left, this is also a root. So output will be 6. Next we will move towards left. This is 21. Output will be 21. Now we will move towards right. This is 10. Now we will go back and again we will move here. The output is 9. Then we will move here. Output will be 7. Then we will move to this part. This is 5. This is about pre-order traversal. Let me write here so that you will be clear. This is about in-order. This is about pre-order. Now we will discuss about post-order. What is the logic of post-order? Left, right and then root. Okay. Left, right, then root. So, in case of post-order, we will start from this point, but we will move in this direction and the first output will be 21, then the output will be 10, then root here 6. Then we will go here, this is 20. Then again we will come to this part and now we will move to this part because this is the left child. That's why 7. Then we will come back here, but we will not display. Why? Because this is root and root will be displayed at the end. That's why. So we will come here 5. Then 9. Then at the end we will display 20. In this way, this is about in-order traversal, this is about pre-order traversal, this is about post-order traversal. In case of post-order traversal, the output will be 21, then 10, then 6, then 7, then 5, then 9, then 20. Let me explain the post-order traversal once again. 21 left, this one is right, this one is root, 21, 10 and 6. Then again we will come to the right part of this tree, 7, 5, 9, then 20. This is the final or end point of the post-order traversal. I hope you have got some basic idea about tree data structure, what is the term used in tree and what are the different types of tree and the different types of traversal, in-order, pre-order and post-order. If you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box so that I can clear your doubt. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time.